"The TARDIS has materialised," the Doctor announced authoritatively. "Where?" asked Susan, the Doctor's 15-year-old granddaughter. The Doctor moved around the central control deck of the spacecraft to the digital time-place orientation printout and pressed the appropriate button. Nothing happened. "Well?" Susan arched her eyebrows. "Chesterton, hand me a screwdriver," the Doctor said testily. Ian took one from the toolkit and gave it to the Doctor, remarking that, with any luck, they were on Earth during the 1980s, in an aerospace factory where the TARDIS could be thoroughly overhauled. The Doctor was not amused and began furiously unscrewing the front panel of the printout. "We could always stick our heads outside the door and look," Barbara Wright suggested. "And be devoured by a dinosaur? Or dictated to by a Dalek, perhaps?" Ian added. "Let's check the atmosphere," Susan said. "Good idea." Ian turned to the Doctor. "May I?" The only reply was a grunt, which Ian took to mean yes, so he switched on the atmospheric sensor. A display screen gave a breakdown of the gases outside. Ian studied it for a moment, and then said that it appeared they were on Earth, but the air was stale. "Stale?" Susan echoed. "Breathable, but musty." "Then we can take a peek," said Barbara. "Coming with me?" she asked Susan. When Susan asked the Doctor if she could go, he waved one hand rather vaguely at her and told Ian to help him to remove the panel. When it was off, the Doctor began poking at the electronics with his screwdriver, making the 28-year-old scientist wince with despair. Cautiously, Susan and Barbara opened the door and peered out. Apart from the light inside the TARDIS, they were in total darkness. "Where do you think we are?" Susan whispered. Barbara shook her head. But as the light from the TARDIS diffused and their eyes became accustomed to the gloom, they stepped outside and looked around. They were in a large tomb, and in the centre was a raised stone slab on which lay a superbly cloaked skeleton with a magnificent gold mask covering the skull.